How did you guys feel when I was going through all that? Like, what was the effect on you guys?
I was very nervous.
Yeah?
I was very nervous about you. Because I didn't know what to do. And I knew I could help you financially.
Yeah.
I knew I could do that. So I did that immediately. But I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what it feels like, and I didn't know what would be the path to take. But when you offered that you were having problems with your psychiatrist and the medication, and I said, okay, well, let me get a hold of Matt, who I know will know the right people.
Yeah, I think you were like, why don't you see something? I'm like, I see people, they don't tell me anything.
Yeah, you were
like, oh.
It's like you're such a non-complainer that I knew when I always tell people this story. We're playing pool and Ari's limping around the table. I'm like, what the fuck happened to your leg, man? They're like, I don't know, fucking spider bite or something. I go, what? Let me see your fucking leg. And he pulls his pants up. I go, dude, you got to go to the hospital right now. You have a very bad staph infection, and this could fucking kill you. And you're like, come on, you're joking. I start unscrewing my cue. I'm like, we're going to the hospital now. It was so bad. But the fact that you're so stoic, you never complained once while you have this gigantic pus-filled sack on your knee. It was horrible, man.
Someone posted the Juke video, and he was like, do you know that's there? And he's like, it's bugging you, not me.
What? So when you were telling me that you were doing bad, you weren't feeling good, and you were telling me you were suicidal, I was like, okay, stop. We're gonna figure this out. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure this out. Maybe nervous, because I was nervous that I wasn't gonna be there when you needed me to be there, and I would just get the call.
Just get the call. Yeah.
I mean, as a friend, that's the last thing you want to do, is have some situation where you feel like maybe you could have called them and you could have made them feel better, and they would have just gotten over that hump.
Yeah.
And then they would have been okay. Like, you became okay, man. I mean, you were my most depressed friend, and now you're probably one of my happiest friends.
Even after I started seeing that guy, it still took months.
Yeah.
Before finding the right pill and the right dosage, and then he would talk to me every 30 days or whatever it was.
Yeah, I remember you describing the process, and one of the things that was disconcerting to me was how random it seemed to be.
What do you mean?
Which pills they chose.
That's really random. It's like they're guessing.
That's what seemed insane to me. I felt like if you, say, you had an infection, they know which antibiotic works best on that infection, boom, they give it to you.
Yeah.
But this one wasn't that cut and dry. They were just trying stuff out on you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you need ibuprofen, you have an inflamed thing, it'll take it down. They know generally.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like, from what I gather, there's two things could be wrong with you. You either have too much dopamine, too little dopamine, too much something else, or too little something else.
Huh.
And so each of these pills, I think they're into 2 categories or 4 categories, and they either affect your dopamine or they affect the other thing. Either limit it or push more in. And then the other, so they don't know which one's doing it to you first. And then once they narrow that down, they got to decide if it's like getting too much of it or too little. I don't know. If you're bipolar is a separate thing. They're just guessing. And then while you take this shit, you've added the horrible feelings and then added some awful side effect. It's like,
We all have a great need for acceptance. But you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular, even though the herd may go, that's bad. You are here. That life exists in identity. That the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. That the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?